Yeah, I got an idea. I'm probably going to be doing some different kind of video updates in the future where I'm going to be on a bike because I got some motorcycle. I got some, and I don't know when they're coming in because I always get this stuff discount. I get, the camera I got here works pretty good most of the time. Sometimes it's blurry. I don't know. Probably because I clicked the button wrong. I don't know anything too much about tech, but I do and I don't. But I'm gonna get some glasses that record. They're pretty high definition, 720 HD, and they got sound. So I might do some updates when I'm on a motorcycle, so I don't get bored. But I can't take the cats because he can't ride a bike because he's like scared of noises. But I want to say this. When the commodities all went down here recently, they said it was causing a slowdown in China, right? Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's manipulation. I'm going to say this deal with the manipulation. Why? There's some stuff they might have that's really complex that nobody really would understand. But, you remember that Russian immigrant guy that stole, or he downloaded this software from Goldman Sachs that's proprietary trading software they kind of admitted in court that it can kind of influence the markets or front run the markets or something like that. But it's their own proprietary software. So this guy, Sergey somebody or another, Russian immigrant who worked for Goldman, he downloaded the software and then they nabbed him as soon as he came off the plane. It was like a real big deal, man. Because this software was so powerful, basically it gives him a major edge or something. And then they convicted him and they put him in jail for 8 years and a month, effective December 2010. So that kind of tells you Goldman and some of these big guys do have some powerful computer ways to actually manipulate markets or do stuff, I would assume. Without getting real complicated about it, but sometimes I'm telling you, you can be pretty smart in some areas. You're not going to be pretty smart in a lot of areas. And it's like what you got to really do is apply a lot of common sense, horse sense, street smarts, business sense to the application, and a lot of times that'll serve you a lot better than trying to dig through the bullshit, because anybody who's trying to cover something up that understands the technology could basically snow you with a lot of different reasons why this technology is not manipulating the markets. But considering that they nailed this guy for downloading this software, it's something that gives Goldman a big edge, which means if they gives him a big edge, it means it probably could do a lot more than that, you could assume. So I think there's manipulation going on in the futures markets, probably preaching to the choir here, but you figure this. They're manipulating him down for a reason, I think, not just, it's some bankster agenda against silver and gold. It might be that they're going to go up hard due to an event that's coming up. Because this is what I was saying about the Boston bombing. It seems to be the 911, the new 911, where there'll be more aggression by, it means more, I don't know if I should use the word aggression or what. I mean, it's supposedly like aggression by Muslim radicals against the United States. The United States has to defend itself. That'll be the official reason. It was a false flag, though. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I'm not going to go into all the details. Look on YouTube. You'll find it. There are deep videos. It's pretty obvious it was from if you look at some of the things that are out there. Now, I actually want to point something out about false flags. A lot of people kind of tell me about false flags, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Or they tell me about this and that conspiracy theory. Yeah, I know. But I kind of keep it balanced about all these different things, because actually I was probably more aware of, things that most people weren't aware of. Since, I guess it was about 15 or 16 years old in high school, because actually I went to a pretty prestigious high school, and had some retired college professors there. Like one was a retired Fordham University professor. And in history, he told all about. He said there was a lot of things he could say, and right now that if he went out in public and said this, like what he was telling to the class, they'd kill him. He said that right out. He was an older guy, retired. And he was saying all this stuff. Now, I knew about the deal with Pearl Harbor that was basically allowed to be attacked. And I knew about it in 1971. 1971. Now, Senator Guy Gillette came out with his book, I think, called None Dare Call an Infamy, in 1984, I believe it was. So that was when the public started just waking up to the fact that Pearl Harbor was maybe allowed to happen. And even now, it's probably not even that well known, But I knew about that in 1971. I also knew about, Abe Lincoln suspending habeas corpus and stuff like that, and rights of citizens, and he basically declared martial law in the United States. A lot of stuff like that. And about, remember the Maine, the coal fire in Spanish-American War. I knew about that when I was 15 years old. It was set up from my professors in high school. So 71 till now. That's like over 40 years. I've known about a lot of things, and I've read many books about various subjects. Well, not everything. I'm not like super well read. I'm pretty well read, but I've known about these things for quite a while. So it's nothing new. Actually, if we look at every damn war there was, with the sinking of the Lusitania and all this kind of crap, and everything else out there, they're all pretty much setups, pretty much all the time. So, this thing here, pretty much this one event here about the Boston bombing, whatever, marathon, whatever it is, and if you look on YouTube, some people just show some pictures of a guy with a backpack that has a little white square on it, for instance, and then that's the backpack that blew up, and he had the backpack back before the explosion, he didn't have it after the explosion. There's a bunch of stuff out there. But it looks like the United States is going to go to war over this to fight some radical Muslims someplace. And what I say is when there's war, pretty much you're going to have, if it's in the Middle East, you're going to have oil go up, gold go up, then silver go up, copper, all that kind of stuff. So the commodities I think they're being driven down right now on purpose because they're going to go up pretty fast and pretty hard in a war. So if the really smart money's probably buying them up right now and telling everybody to crap, But if a war happens, then you always got the story like, but some people on the inside know it's planned to happen. But then, if you told everybody, to sell and stuff, well, the whole climate just changed because now there's an attack in the Middle East or something. You know what I mean? And nobody can blame them for making a bad, inaccurate call because there was unforeseen circumstances coming up. The landscape changed, but that could be the game that's going on. Possibly, some rumors are out there again, which I mean, there's been 50 gazillion rumors. Actually, in 2007, I'll ad lib here a little bit because I didn't want to make this too long. But back in 2007 when they had the missing nukes, remember that? Supposedly that was with Dick Cheney and stuff, and supposedly around that time was, I don't know, some war was going to happen with Iran. Then something was going to happen. Conspiracy theory. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe. But actually, the thing almost happened a bunch of times. So, but when I look at this thing with the Boston Marathon bombing, that could be like the 9/11, which led to the war with Saddam Hussein. But what I say is whenever they have these type of things happen, usually you're going to see the commodities go like that. Oil and gold run together pretty hard, and silver's pretty much tied to gold. So when they all commodities pretty much run together. So they pushed them down hard right now, maybe through manipulation of software that people have that is that powerful. Maybe. And now they're going to rise up. Smart money's probably buying this stuff right now. That's maybe what's going to happen. But in the future, if I get my camera that has like the the camera glasses, I don't know, they're supposed to be coming in about a month or so. It's like they're on slow ass shipping. I don't even know if they're going to work that good. I'm not sure, man. Sometimes these things, they don't work as good as they're advertised, but we'll see. Could be a little bit more interesting, and actually that'll keep me from actually, I think that'd be kind of different too. Do a video with, a silver update on a motorcycle, but we'll see if it's too damn noisy. It may not work that way, so we'll see. But it might be a little bit different to do something like that. So kind of cool, but As far as conspiracy theories, actually I've been aware of them since I've been like 15 years old, man. I knew the real reason World War I started. It was a scam, the Spanish-American War, the Pearl Harbor scam, you know, assassination of JFK, you know, all this stuff. I knew all of that stuff. And actually these people that were in that school, the way they taught it was, you know, you knew it was factual. It was factual. Actually, the historical information is actually there. But, you know, they would teach not what was in the textbook, but they would bring out facts. The facts still exist, but a lot of people are very lethargic and they won't dig them up. But, you know, you got to watch these conspiracy theories because, man, these people go off on wild tangents. And then, you know, they almost think like, you know, they overreact. I mean, you should be cool about it. You know, the one simple thing is always stick with the Bill of Rights. Hey, I guess if you want to have a religion, the Bill of Rights that guarantees or tries to guarantee or everybody's individual rights, that's the best one to keep. That's probably like your best semi-religion to keep, because actually it's not a religion, it's more like, you know, actually it is almost in a way. It's not a, it's almost like more of a philosophy, I'd say, you know. So, you know, that's the best deal. So, but I'm expecting you might see unexpected upturn in metals pretty soon, and you know, if I get those glasses, I'll be doing, you know, we'll see how that works out. I might do some updates for the motorcycle, man. That'll be kind of cool. I'm kind of curious to see how that thing works too.